Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing this, but it keeps stopping and restarting. I don't know why, but we're gonna go ahead and finish this up. So the Bulls play tonight at 7 o'clock. I will be watching because you know that is my thing. I am a complete Bulls fan. I if I have my way, I'll see every game, but it doesn't always happen like that. I don't always get to see every game. Like even like the first game, the first preseason game, I went to watch it. I watched it for a spell, but there was so many things on that day that I ended up watching that. So Tuesday I had when the Bulls game was on, I had was watching NXT, I was watching AEW. Pastor was on with Bible study. So yeah, so it was just a lot happening at that moment. Bible study ended, and then NXT and AEW went off after the game went off, of course. But I just really couldn't get my focus all the way in the game. The way I know seen the game was yesterday. It was they showed replays of it on the Chicago Sportsnet's channel. But NBC News, whatever, I don't know what that channel's called now. But they had the game on there. They showed the replay of it earlier in the day. I didn't really get a chance to pay attention because I was in classes and also doing my creative things, so I really wasn't paying a lot of attention to the TV. But then, as I was eating dinner last night, we did watch the game then. So it was a pretty good game. It was fun at the end to see the Bulls come back. So hopefully tonight they'll come in and they won't have to do a big comeback. They'll be at home and they'll be able to take them all the way out and get while they're getting their legs under them for this upcoming season. So yeah, shout outs to the Bulls for getting that W on Tuesday, but now it's time for us to get the winning game two of the preseason. All right, so let's pop over here. Everything has ads popping up, so yeah, I'm not really going to go into this. There's news I wanted to look at, but just timing is the timing of everything is popping away, and this thing keeps acting up. So I don't know how I don't feel like dealing with it if it happens again. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump into the last part of the store of the show today. Is I wanted to tell a little story today, simply because it is story time Thursday. So I'll go ahead and start with the story. So the other day I'm rushing into the grocery store, right? Just need one thing, bread. That was it. I just had to come get bread. But you know how that goes. I walk out. I went in the store to get bread and I ended up walking out with chips. I gotta grab me I don't drink it a lot, but I grabbed me a soda pop. And I grabbed some cookies, you know, stuff that I don't need. And I even grabbed a garden hose. I don't know why I grabbed a garden hose because what I needed it for probably a couple months too late for. But you know, hey, it is what it is. I just wanted to spray out the garage, but it started getting cold, so probably won't get used until the spring. But it was on clearance, if it, you know. That's the good thing. It was on clearance. So, but guess what? Did all of that, and you know what happened. The main thing I went in there for, the bread, is still at the stove. So I get home, and Auntie Woe's like, "Where's the bread?" I looked down at the bags and was like, no, I got everything we did need. I didn't get what we need with bread, but I got everything we didn't need. So she's, you know, I thank God for Auntie Woe because anybody else, my exes, they would have cussed me out. But Auntie Woe, she was just like, she understood. It was like, she does it herself. She actually did it last week herself. She was supposed to grab. She went to the store to actually get some stuff for the Swiffer mops, Swiffer wet jet spray, and actually forgot it. So, the moral of the story with this: don't send us to the store unless you want a comedy show instead of groceries coming back home. So, yeah, that was just a little story about what happened to me, and I know it happens to all of us too. I know I'm not the only one because I know it happened to Auntie Woe not too long ago. But you know, with the you know, so yeah, it's fun times, fun times. So all right, let's go ahead and get it. Like that, like I was saying earlier when we just started. I have some errands I have to run, some things I have to do. As you know, you know, Freedom Day was last Friday. I've been very, very studious and sitting here taking all my classes and doing all the things I'm supposed to do. But I do have to run up to the courthouse to get a copy of my birth certificate. I'm trying to get my real ID. However, I found out they have my birth date wrong on my birth certificate, so I couldn't even get a copy of this now. So I have to get my mother to go up there with me to get a copy of my birth certificate. So she's going to come up there with me today and grab that copy of it, so that way I'll have it. Um, so at least I have something on me. It's not my fault. It's because my birth date is July 3rd, and the date that they put on there was July 5th. So it looks like somebody wrote the day that they signed it on the birth certificate instead of the day I was born. So yeah, so my original birth certificate that I had July 3rd on it. That's how I got everything. That's how I was able to get my license back in 1993. I was able to get my license using my old birth certificate, the original copy of it. But guess where that one is at? I decided to make. I was going to try to go to the Air Force, and I had to send all that stuff in, and they were supposed to do what they needed to do and send it back. Guess what? We never got it back. So now I'm in this debacle, dealing with this. So yes, so the U.S. government for losing, I'm in the Air Force for losing my stuff. You guys get the smack. So yeah, so that's how that's just, whew. So just going. I'm going to go take care of this stuff today, and also just for some reason, unlike normal days, I am awfully hungry right now. It keeps pushing up these fake burps that's formed from and hiccups, fake burps and hiccups that happen when I get hungry like this. I don't know why this happens. I just don't know why it happens like that. It makes me. Now my stomach wouldn't feel funny, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right. I'm hungry. I don't know why I pigged out and ate a lot last night, but you know what? That was my only meal. I'm trying to do something different in life, and that's eating fruit all day and then eating regular dinner instead of eating regular food all day. I'm just gonna eat. I've just been eating fruits and vegetables all day, and then eating regular dinner. Since I've been doing that, I've just been seeing that I've been noticing that my sugar has not been constantly high. It does go high, but it's not until later after dinner. But then that's when it's expected because you're eating. I take my insulin, then I eat, and yeah, but it is still spiked to over 200. Like right now, I don't know why. Oh, I didn't take insulin this morning like I wanted to, but I still don't understand why it spiked to over 192 right now because I haven't eaten anything. I haven't had any sweets. I didn't even have any. Oh, I had some ice cream last night though, but my sugar was when I woke up this morning. My sugar was 101. Now it's 192, and I didn't eat anything, and I have not. The only thing that I put in my mouth was toothpaste when I brushed my teeth this morning. So let's go ahead and program some insulin. And I definitely got to eat before I leave out because now that I'm taking insulin, once I know what's going to end up happening. Once I get to the courthouse, I'll be walking through the courthouse and headed to where I need to go to get the records. And my sugar's going to drop because I'm burning it up. Because first of all, I got to find parking. I actually got to find some change. So Auntie Woe, do you have some change in your pocketbook? I'm gonna have to raise your pocketbook for change at the bottom. I only need about 50 cents though. Parking downtown Waukegan is not that bad. Oh, and I just realized I got to go downtown Waukegan. That's scary. That's where ICE is messing with people. So hopefully we can get in and get out without being bothered by ICE. I know that they're not supposed to bother us, but I still get nervous because I know what their real deal is. I know what the real deal is. I'm not being blinded by. I'm not one that's jumping up. Oh, the immigrants, they gotta go. I really could care less. They didn't bother me. I didn't see all the stuff that people were crying about. I think everybody just. I think what at the end of the day, I think everybody just took a sip of that Kool Aid. That's if you ask me, they just took a sip of that Kool Aid and yeah, now they're jumping up and crying. Now they're jumping up and crying. Um, oh, the ice. But y'all asked for this by crying about the immigrants. So, and that wasn't the government's fault. That was Greg Abbott. Instead of them doing the thing and doing what they needed to do and finding a way, like every all the other cities, they bust them here. They bust into other cities. Now they want to sit here and try to come send the buses to come get the people. You know, that's why they did it. That's why that's why it just dawned on me just now. That's why they're attacking Chicago and the blue states, because they know that when the immigrants came into Texas and stuff, they were shipping them and busing them all over the country. So that's why they're attacking, because they think that they're coming to get those immigrants that they sent here. At the end of the day, I hope Greg Abbott, Donald Trump, all of these people that's doing this, Mike Johnson, all of them, I hope they're all brought up on charges and they're all convicted of what they're doing right now, because this is, this has got to be war crimes they're authorizing. But we're going to go ahead and end the show right there. Just always remember, I want you to go ahead, you guys, to go ahead, take care of yourself, do everything that you have to do to make sure you coming out whole. Make sure your day is going well, and keep staying prayer. Pray for our country, pray for our area, because this is getting crazy out here. And always remember, Uncle Trey loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Take care, everyone.